Time on the programme now for our science segment. And today we're looking into the origins of COVID. A report released last week points to raccoon dogs as possible transmitters of the virus, but not all scientists agree. To discuss, Shirli Sitbon joins me. She's been looking at the report for us. So, Shirli, first of all, why have raccoon dogs been identified as potential hosts of the virus?
Well, because their DNA was found at the time, early 2020, in the area of the market where the virus was found, the SARS-CoV-2, which generates the disease, the COVID pandemic. Well, they were found in the same area. Some data dating back to that period of time, late 2019, 2020, emerged on the site. So look at them. They're so cute, raccoon dogs. Are they the host animals that transmitted the virus from bats to humans? Well, French, European globally scientists, US scientists, and Australian scientists, they found data on the site that shares various information about all kinds of issues, including COVID, and the data they found led to that information. They say the likelihood of this animal being the host is, well, it's more important than ever. And the data they worked on mysteriously disappeared. Anyway, it was presented as a mystery a few days ago because the data appeared early March, and then once they issued the report, it just disappeared. It was very strange, very odd.
And I assume that's why there are scientists asking questions about this, because the data has disappeared.
Well, many scientists are asking questions because they say that the data does not really point to this animal, the raccoon dogs. They say that, yes, they were there, but there were also other animals and many humans on that market. But the data mysteriously disappeared because there were Chinese scientists who published the data. They were working on their own report. And as they were working on this report, they released initial information on this site. They used the data taken at the time from the market, but the magazine that was about to issue the report told them they had to work a little bit more to find the exact information, to give it more substance. And as they were working on that, they realized that other scientists in Europe, in the US, in Australia were about to use their data to issue their report. So they pulled out their information from that site. And actually, we can see there's a message, condemnation from the site itself against the scientists who used the Chinese scientists' data to issue another report. It's very strange, it's something that no one should do. That's what the site said. And that shows that it's more complicated than what we may think. The Chinese scientists do not point to that animal, by the way. With their data, they say that actually they believe that sick humans, humans who were infected with COVID, were on the Wuhan market at the time. For them, it's not just a question of finding a host animal. For them, it's more complex than that.
And Shirli, for people who are particularly interested in the origins of COVID, they'll probably be waiting for information from these classified reports that at least the United States is planning to release.
Yes, they are, because a few days ago, President Joe Biden signed this bill, and this classified information about possible links between the labs in Wuhan, and COVID, the origins of COVID, should be released, because we talked about this, but it was all very mysterious. The FBI talked about it, saying that that thesis, rather than the natural thesis, the fact that it may have emerged from a lab, was more likely now, and also the Department of Energy of the United States. So people have been wanting to see that evidence, the secret evidence all this relies on. Will that be released? We'll know in a few days, in a few weeks. Anyway, the U.S. president signed that bill, so we should have more information. Anyway, the World Health Organization is asking for more information because it says if now information is released from DNA dating back to 2020, this means there is information in China, and the World Health Organization wants to see it to find out and to know how the disease started.
All right, the story's going to run and run. Do keep us up to speed, Shirli Sitbon. Thanks very much.